Hi there and welcome to our channel Find It, Flip It and Flog It. If you're new to our channel, welcome. We are three triplet sisters that grew up in New Zealand and now have moved to other parts of the world. Even though we live miles apart, we do share one common interest, and that's looking for bargains, vintage and unusual items. So come along and join us and see what we find and resell for. This is a very vintage photo of Mum holding the three of us.
Hello everyone, this is Selena from Clarksville, Tennessee, and I hope everyone is doing well this week. I wanted to share with you my finds while I was out thrifting today. My first item is Jim Shore 2009, and it's called Have You Kissed a Frog Yet? I bought it for $3.99. It still has its original tag on it, and this is the bottom. It's in perfect condition, no cracks or chips on it. So a little bit about Jim Shore. He grew up in rural South Carolina. His parents were artistic and his grandmother was a master quilter. So he learned a lot of patience and skills off his parents and his grandmother. 2001 he partnered with UNESCO, and he's been with UNESCO for over 20 years. He created the Heartwood Creek edition, which brought him worldwide fame. He's also partnered with iconic brands like Disney, Peanuts, and the Grinch. So I did a little research on eBay, and they are selling in the range of $20 to $25. So I'll be listing mine on my eBay for $25. My next item is a vintage Victorian porcelain trinket box. I bought this for $2.99. It's in great condition. On the bottom it says Decor Chatelaine, and the word Chatelaine is French and it means Lady of the Castle. So in the 17th century, its original form is a belt hook worn by the Lady of the Castles, from which the keys of the castle was suspended. It was a form of jewelry. So this little trinket box will hold important jewelry like rings, keys and brooches. On Etsy they are selling for in around $15 to $20. So I will be listing mine for about around $18. It's in great condition. I mean, the detail on it, it's just a wonderful little trinket box. So my last item I have to share with you is I paid $3.99 for, and it is Mystic Forces by Robert Coney. It's a limited edition, 2003, so that makes it vintage, and it's from the Bradford Exchange. It has no cracks or chips, and it's just, the detail is, it's just beautiful. Okay, a little bit about the Bradford Exchange is an American producer of collectibles and jewelry. It was founded in 1973. The headquarters is in Chicago, USA, but they also are well known in Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Germany and other countries. And I'll show you the stamp underneath. I have did research on Etsy and eBay, and I found one or two on eBay that have sold for around $39. So I'll be listing mine on my eBay for $35. Thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next week.
Hi there and welcome to our channel. Thanks for joining us. This week I'd like to show you what my vintage finds are, and I haven't been out to any shops at all, but I've been cleaning my mother-in-law's house and I've found a lot of vintage items in her house, so I'll show you some of those items. I'm going to start off with this scissor-like tongs. They are actually sugar cube tongs, and they have these chicken-like feet. They are silver plated, which they say on the side, silver plated. They date to the 1950s, and if you're at a fancy tea party, you would pick the sugar cubes up. So they do have a little bit of wear and tear around here, and there are quite a few of them on eBay, but I'll be listing these tongs for a starting price of £25. So that's the sugar cube tongs. My next item I have is this gorgeous little coffee pot, or you could use it as a milk jug. It is Ringtons Limited and was made by Wade Ceramics specially for Ringtons. They are tea merchants established in 1907 in Newcastle upon Tyne in northeast England, and this has a date 1995, and it's a gorgeous little jug. It has no chips or marks, and I just think it's gorgeous. So there are a few on eBay, but I'll be listing this jug on the UK eBay for a starting price of £35. My next item I found in my mother-in-law's house is this decorative teapot. My mother-in-law is a dressmaker and loves to sew, so that's why she has this gorgeous little teapot. And it has on the bottom for ornamental use only and are made in Taiwan. There's no chips or cracks at all. And there are a few on eBay and Etsy for sale, and they do vary in prices from £20 up to £50. But I'll be starting this little teapot on eBay for a starting price of £25. So for all the sewing fans, if you look on eBay, this teapot will be advertised. And my last item for this week is this gorgeous little trinket box. It's a Hammersley porcelain trinket box, and it has the stamp on the bottom. Bone china by Hammersley, made in England. And it's got this equestrian fox hunt scene on the front. No chips or cracks. And the Hammersley china was founded in London in 1862. It was a family business and was taken over by Royal Worcester in 1970. So this is a gorgeous little trinket box. And there are a few on eBay and Etsy. I saw one advertised for $25 US. So I'm going to advertise mine on the UK eBay for a starting price of £20. Thank you for watching. Hi guys, this is Melissa from Auckland, New Zealand, and these are 3 of my amazing vintage finds from thrifting this week here in Auckland. So my first find is a vintage Chinese Delane Glasgow sunset coloured vase, or Selena would call it a vase in America. So beautiful, it's in perfect condition. I paid $11 for this, and it's beautiful and unique. So they call it a snowflake vase. It's hand blown glass and in these beautiful sunset colours. So 1960 it was made, and I see them listed on eBay for around $30 to $40 US. So I am going to list mine for a 45 New Zealand dollars. So it's in perfect condition and it's a great piece of vintage art there. So my next finds are these beautiful Mexican clay tonella clay birds. These birds were made in Mexico, and show you the detail of them, hand painted here. So lovely. I paid $6, so that's £3 or $4 US. And these, you don't really see them very often here in New Zealand, but they're gorgeous. So these are vintage, they're made in the 1960s. And I do see two of them listed on US eBay for $45 US. So I'll be listing mine here, starting price of $50. And we'll just see how they go at that price. But I absolutely love these little pigeons. They look like pigeons to me, they may not be. My last item here, which I found this in Auckland, New Zealand, is a 1953 Queen Elizabeth coronation mug. I found this at a thrift shop that had a 50% off collectibles, and I paid $6 for it. Now, this has an interesting history where it is made by monks from Pricknash Abbey in Gloucester in the UK. These monks, they've started this pottery company in 1942, and it was then sold to a Welsh porcelain company in 1997. But it's very unique. I only found one the same on US eBay, and it was listed for around $25. So I'll probably start mine about 25 to 30 New Zealand dollars, because it is in amazing condition for its age, and it's very unique, and it's something for those royal collectors here. So those are my 3 items that I have for this week, and thank you so much for watching our videos and taking the time. If you're new, please subscribe and help us grow this channel, and thanks so much for being here.